Insecurities and pride, I think. If a guy realizes that someone else blew out your back way better than him, or even thinks about that, oh, that's going to bruise his ego. So I think that's the issue. Men are insecure and men are trash. What do you expect?
So my current relationship status, I'm single.
I am currently single, happily single, but but dating, kind of.
I'm single.
Single.
Single. No entanglements at the moment, so.
No. Someone's experiences are their own experiences. It's not a place for me to judge. I just think the only time that it matters is if you ask somebody, they give you an answer, and then you're not happy with it. So just don't ask.
To an extent, not to the point where it will dictate whether I want to be with you, but it will kind of make me feel a bit uncomfortable, I guess.
I think it's quite immature in a sense. We're not immature, but I think it's pointless. I mean, who cares? Unless I wouldn't say people that care about have insecurities. I think they just have like a certain whatever that standard they want to call is. But my thing is like, if you're not there when the person was a virgin or whatever, like why does it matter? Do you know what I mean? Like what's done is done, innit? Like that's it really. It's whatever. I don't know. People are funny.
Grand scheme of things, not really, to be honest. I mean, it wouldn't. If you told me it if I asked and you told me it, I'd be shocked a little bit that it's high. But I don't think stuff like that should matter about how I feel about someone, if you get me. Like, if it's too high, then I'm kind of like, whoa, you got yourself checked out, doing all the stuff that you needed to do, make sure you're all right. But I'm not in it for somebody to be with somebody who's necessarily not I'm not in it just because someone's got a low body count. That's not a deal breaker for me.
Not really. I'm not really bothered. But I think it goes two ways. I feel like guys want a virgin, but with experience. Whereas girls, we're not really bothered about that. You can have experience, you can be a virgin, I don't care. I can teach you what I need to teach you. Seriously? No, not to me. I don't care. Like I said, if it was before me, it was before me. Now it's the two of us, let's deal with the two of us.
Husband. Okay. Probably not, because if he's my husband, then I've already married him. No, but the last question was in terms of like dating. Whereas this is like, well, clearly I've married you, so it's not gonna matter to me now. Like, we're married.
It don't. Again, I mean, it'd be pretty hypocritical of me to say what I said before and then change it now just because the title of the person is wife. I don't think it really matters. I mean, if I've come to realise that sex is what's been put on a really high pedestal when it comes to relationships, I think in the UK, I don't know about anywhere else. But again, Charlie, like your wife, if somebody chop on, somebody chop on. So it'd be life, innit? If you want to marry a virgin and have a blank canvas, then go and do your thing. But then if she know if you flex and arching back give you to her, then Charlie, stop complaining. Go and learn fresh with your woman, innit?
No, because I think by the time he's my husband, we should have either gone past all of that for him to become my husband. If it then starts being a problem, why did I agree to marry you in the first place?
Well, the moment I put a ring on the finger, and I've made the vow to have the whole future and power, all of that sickness and health, through the highs and the lows. And if she decides to tell me after I put a ring on that was her body count, to be quite honest, something I gotta deal with. I can't then say I want a divorce because your body count was too high. As a guy, I made the decision to marry you. That simple. With everything, with all your flaws, with all the skeletons you had in the closet, I don't want there to be any more new skeletons in the closet, because if there's new stuff, then that's a different matter. But if it's your past, I've chosen to say, okay, do you have a past? I understand that you have a past, but I still want to marry you, if you get me. So would my wife's body count matter to me? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I say that, it shouldn't.
Marumi.
First thing that ran through my mind was who's trampled in the garden. But how many people have been in the garden? Mad. But yeah.
I feel like the society we live in right now, it's very like steered towards a certain stereotype with women. So like women can't do this, like women can't be promiscuous. Like it's all the men who are doing it. So when it's like a woman who's like, I like this, I like sex, I like doing this, they're like, whoa, what's going on? Because the stereotype of women is that they shouldn't, and that's not what a woman should do. So I think that's the only reason. Like I don't think it should be like an issue, because if a guy's body count is high, that's acceptable, but for women's it's not. So it's just like how the society just views different things. I think that needs to be broken at some point, because it's not really fair.
I'll be real, I didn't really know much about this like black men, black women, alpha male dominant thing till I got on Backchat, and that's when I realised how many mentalities are out there that kind of like enforce this thinking. I'm not the spokesman for black men, I can't lie, so I don't actually know. Again, I want to say maybe it might be an insecurity thing, or it might be like a standards thing, or like a society thing where people look at you and are like, oh yeah man, like your girl's a J-bag, or like, oh bear man, I've been in your gal. But then it's like, I mean, if you was to ask black women how they feel about black men going around sleeping with whoever they want with no sort of like, what's the word, consequence, or anyone really like judging them, it would be a very big flip side, because then man them would start saying shit like, oh, but we're men do this, and then I think it's stupid. It doesn't matter. If it matters to you, just date a virgin and keep it simple. Just stop going places you can't handle. It's really pointless. I don't get it, man. It's like trying to get a cat to bark, fam.
Insecurities and pride, I think. If a guy realizes that someone else blew out your back way better than him, or even thinks about that, that's going to bruise his ego. So I think that's the issue. Men are insecure and men are trash. What do you expect?
I don't think it's just a black man thing. I think it's a man thing. And I think it's pride. I think it's about, one, sexually. We don't want to know that, okay, we have to live up to a standard that X amount of people that's up here lived up to, and we want to be the one that's like giving you the best orgasm or the best whatever in your life, and not realize that as much as we might have been good, there's somebody that was better. We don't really want to hear that, to be honest. We don't. And for some of us, knowing that, yes, you might have had a life and you have a high body count, it's gonna, hearing that you have it hurts. It's gonna hurt, because now there's, as much as, yes, there will be an expectation. If a guy had a high body count, there'll be a high expectation on a girl. It'll be the same for a guy. Now, you told me that you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 plus body count. The expectation's high. Like, if we don't deliver, that's that for some people, and probably girls would say the same thing. For some people, it's game over.
In my personal opinion, I think it's a certain level of immaturity. Because if you're focusing on someone's past, it means that you're not ready for the present or the future. So, like I said previously, for me, it's just, don't ask things that you don't want to know or that you're not ready to like discuss or go into. I don't think anyone's body count should be an issue or should come into question. We're all human. We all have needs. If you have yours, go and get yours.
Bro, I've been saying this since I've been here. I've been saying it. Alright, cool. So this is another thing. When you say women are just as sexual as men, I'm not a scientist, but I have a feeling that there's more nerves in a woman's clit than it is in like a man's like tip of the dick or throughout the whole thing. So, I mean, there's that. Plus, another thing that most men might not want to hear is women can come multiple times. If you didn't know that, then you need to go and find out. You get me? But it's like, yeah, I mean, you can bust once and then you've got to recover if that's your thing. Whereas women just have this unlimited, do you get me, until she's done. So it is what it is. I think in regards to body count, again, I don't really know what more to say on it other than, like, sex is sex. If you hold sex on a high pedestal, then just pick better women if that's the case. And most men that are in this are the same men that feel like women lie about their body count anyway. So it's like, whatever a woman tells you her body count is, multiply that by 7 and then you've got the answer. I don't make the formula. That's just what they say, innit? But again, I don't really give a shit. But
100% agree. I think you're either insecure about your body count and you're trying to do a compare and contrast. You're imagining your partner with their previous partners, which is automatically like a bad way to be looking into your current relationship or the future of that relationship. And I believe in healing from whatever hurt you in the past. before going into a new relationship. So if you're bringing your insecurities and you're not dealing with them or you're healing from them, then you're going to project that onto somebody else's, daughter, your new relationship, and automatically it's gonna cause problems.
Women can be as sexual as men if they want to, and their body count can be as high as they want if they want to. In terms of insecurity, it's hard because every guy is different. So there'll be some guys who will tolerate it, but then there are other guys who'll be like, no. But I don't think that makes them insecure. I think it just makes them have standards. And if having standards means you're insecure, then okay.
Yes, they're insecure. Next question. Can we discuss something else? Body count? Don't my questions, I'm open to it.
Just answer them.
These are stupid questions.
Just answer them, innit? Because they kind of want to see your thoughts.
I wouldn't necessarily call it insecure. Well, in a sense, it is insecure. If you look at it, but at the same time, it's like some people just don't want to know that. Just some guys don't want to know that you've been as much as a hoe as they've been. There needs to be a limit. There needs to be somebody that said, okay, that's enough now. But, yeah.
Do I look angry to you? Angry black woman.
Angry
black woman.
Fighting.
Listen, I've been through some things. These men. And it doesn't help that it's men looking at me. If it was girls, maybe it's different. Okay, this is a good question. He needs to be kind. He needs to be family oriented because I come from a big family, so we're very close. So if he's not into family or big social settings, that's a problem. It's not going to work. He needs to be an extrovert like myself. He needs to be generous. I don't want a stingy man. let's give out there. Yes. He needs to be ambitious because a lot of men, not all men, but a lot of men can be lazy, especially Zimbabwean men. No offense. The woman will be the one looking after the guy, and I don't want to be that type of lady. So ambitious, spontaneous, goal-oriented, just someone who loves life and is willing to try new things with me, and someone who wants a family, a big family. And someone who is loyal, please. Loyalty is not that hard. If you don't want to be loyal, don't get into a relationship. It's that easy. And someone who is honest. That's what I'm looking for.
For her to have a pair of tits, maybe? I'm joking. No, I just want them to be normal. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's so much change that's happening in the world right now, apart from the fact that the world is fucked as we sit here. But I just think, because I got asked this question 2 days ago as well, and I just started to laugh because a lot of people say they want things like loyalty, and I think to me that's stupid. That's I would want someone that has common sense. That's more rare than someone, or more useful than someone asking for loyalty, because that's what relationships are for. It's I want someone to love me. Well, you're not going to get in a relationship with somebody that hates you, though, are you? No. So I don't know. Me personally, I just want you to be yourself unapologetically. Just be who you are. If you're a prick, be a prick. If you're a bitch, be a bitch. At least let me decide if you're the bitch that I need in my life or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Straight.
As soon as you start describing your qualities, a lot of people become fake. and they start trying to meet those qualities in order to then get a date or to smash or to, sorry, can I say that? Okay. They start to change who they are, and then I don't know if you're being real or you're being fake. For me personally, I actually had to think for myself and write down what I'm looking for. And I came up with 8 like fundamentals that I was like, I don't want to move away from. Some of them I will share because it's just part of the question, but someone who is patient and someone who's very family orientated. If you aren't a family person, I don't think we'll vibe like that. If I have a problem with you, I want to be able to go to your family and be like, we need to talk about this, and I need you to do the same. I can't have someone come into my mum and be like, hi Nancy, you know, I need that respect, you know. I need you to know that that's my mum and that's also your mum, so a level of respect. So a man who's family orientated, a man who's patient, because I have my trying times, you know, and someone who's very understanding. Although I healed from my past, there's also going to be times when something either triggers you and you need someone who's going to be able to understand and like have that conversation with you and is willing to try to see where you're coming from. Does that make sense? And I believe in healing from whatever hurt you in the past before going into any relationship. So if you're bringing your insecurities and you're not dealing with them or you're healing from them, then you're going to project that onto somebody else's, you know, daughter, your new relationship, and automatically it's gonna cause problems. Although I healed from my past, there's also going to be times when something either triggers you and you need someone who's going to be able to understand and like have that conversation with you and is willing to try to see where you're coming from. Does that make sense?
Someone to accept me for me. Understand that at times life happens and people change.
The top one, he has to be Christian, and not just like a wishy-washy Christian, like die hard, I love God, someone who can bring me closer to God and not take me away from him. Loyal, of course, we love loyalty. Kind-hearted, good looking, of course, and headstrong. Like he's got sense. Like he isn't like he's good with money. Like he knows how to plan. He knows how to, you know, do things for himself and not just kind of like go with the flow vibes. And yeah, I think the biggest one for me is just if he's got the heart for me, for our children, if he can be like a good, loving father and husband. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do not expect the Instagram relationship. We've just seen what an entanglement looks like. We've just seen stuff like that happens with celebrities that people have considered as goals. It's not goals. Create your own goal. Create your own. Let's create our own goal. Let's create our own.
Yes, it is. I'd love to get married. It's been a dream of mine.
I'll say yes. Yes.
I wouldn't say like the whole ritual of marriage is important to me. I think it's what marriage is meant to stand for. And I think as the times have gone by, I think we've just kind of like pushed it away from what it actually was and just made it into like goals or like the final stage of what love is. It's like, oh, we're so in love, let's get married. And then, okay, you get married and it's like, yeah, we've kind of peaked. Like, we don't know what else to do. And I feel like marriage is just a bond that you would say with somebody that, oh, look, like, this is what we're doing moving forward, and just concrete your relationship a bit more. But I wouldn't say marriage in itself is important to me. I think it's just the concept of it, and between what me and the person are trying to achieve is what's important to me.
I want to build something with somebody, and I can't be out here at 70 saying, "Hi, my name's Tracy, meet my boyfriend." Like, it just can't be me. I can't do it. No, thank you. It's important.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like right now, I'm only 24, so I'm not really thinking about it as much. But in my 30s, of course, it's going to be more important. So I guess it kind of depends. But I guess the general consensus is yes, it is important.
I do want kids. I want 4, 2 of my own and 2 adopted.
I wanted 10 before, but I can't afford to look after 10 kids. So now I think I'm going to settle on at least 4.
Hell yeah. I want the first team. I want subs. I want the reserves. I want the youth academy. You get me? The whole bus. 6 kids is what I want. I want 6. I want 6 of them. I didn't really get to have a big family like that. But like my mum and her siblings, I could imagine what it would be like in the house. So I would want my kids like that. I love children. I'd love all of my little minions around me. So yeah, 6 of them.
Yes, I do. I want to carry at least one of my own. And my granddad was a twin, and I always joke with people that I want twins, but it's an actual fact. I really do want kids. So I'm kind of hoping that I got that gene. But this is something also that, like, if I was looking for a husband, they have to understand that I really, really want to adopt as well.
Absolutely. Eventually. Yeah, eventually. Paying for the bride, something like that. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm from Caribbean culture, so I think in Caribbean cultures, most parents are waiting for the kids to get out of the yard. So me taking the bride off your hands would be the best thing for them in life. They get a free yard again. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I think it's more a cultural thing. Some people believe in it, some people don't. Some people don't even know what the fuck it is. I think just the whole gesture of it, I've seen it done twice. It is nice. It is quite banterous as well. You get to sit down with your family, wife's family, and they literally suck you for everything you have. I think more than all of that, I think the whole concept of it is just, like, from what I got from it was that this is the man that has come before the family to say that they're coming to take this here woman back to his home. And I think the idea of the bride price is just to see, again, like it's banter, but it's like to see, right, if we wanted this and that and whatever, can the man provide? And I think that's what I got from it. So when you see people bringing in like cows or like cattle or like bare gifts or like money or drinks and food and all of these stuff, I think it's literally just to show not only your woman, who obviously knows the man she's marrying, hopefully, but the family, just to give them that bit more of an insurance to say like, yo, I am a man, this is the man I am presenting in front of you, this is what I can provide and willing to provide and I will do, no matter the cost, unconditional. And you say that and they will literally make sure that unconditional you're saying is unconditional. That money you go put for ground, you put it down. Are you dumb? You don't know. Come and do swipe, contactless. So you hear is beep, 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 beep. You think he was on a bus. That's what you want. But yeah, man, bride price, I think it's good, man. Culturally as well. It's a beautiful thing altogether when you get them together, so it's nice.
We pay for we gotta pay for the wedding, we gotta pay for the dress, we gotta pay for the hall, we gotta pay for the food, we gotta pay for the entertainment on that night, and I've also gotta pay you as well. You're dumb. You are dumb. I don't need that. I don't need that.
The first initial reaction to it, I was like, why would you pay for a woman? Like, the concept, I was just a bit like, she's not an object. But then when they explained like the traditional values of it, I was like, okay, I guess because I've been brought up in the UK, it sounds so weird to me. But if I was back home, it would be the norm. So I guess I was kind of just like, my initial opinion was like, oh, I would never. But that's just because of my environment and not because I was brought up in that tradition.
I agree with it in the terms of like what it represented before people got money hungry and started using it as a get rich quick scheme because you've got loads of daughters, so come let's finesse our children to make money. I think the reason why it was like initially or originally put in place was as a sign of respect. You know, two families coming together. I said this to somebody and I stand by it 100%. The way my mom raised me, she always said to me, if a man loves you, she calls me to a dude, if a man loves you and he says to you, I want to marry you, he comes to me as his mom and says, Mom, I want to marry your daughter. He will say, Mom, I can give you this. So it's an offering to say, thank you for raising your daughter upright. Thank you for making her the woman that I want to marry. I'm going to look after her and I'm going to take it from here. This is what I can offer. A gift for my mom, something small. I don't want a guy who's going to buy me for 10,000 because that's what I think it is. Don't buy me for 10,000, 20,000. Offer my mom a sign of respect and then say to my mom, the rest I would actually like to give to Tracy, that so she can build our home together. Because my mom's always said, if your husband comes and gives me everything that he has, how is he then going to look after you?
Right, at first, I'll be honest, I thought it was like selling your child. Like, you're saying, this is my daughter, give me money and take her and all of that. But now I see it as a sign of appreciation from one family to the next. Because I think I'm an investment. My parents see me as an investment, right? They've put all this time, money, energy into me for me to become something in this world. So you have to appreciate that, okay, it takes work to raise a child and to bring them up to the point that, you know, I am. So it's kind of like saying thank you for raising the woman that I love and just taking care of her and making her the best person for me as well as a husband. So yeah, I think it's okay. I don't mind. But the selling, some people still think it's like selling your child. And I think maybe because in some relationships, the toxic ones, men use that as a form of control. Like, oh, I bought you, or, you know, I paid for you, so this is what you should do and this is what I expect. But there should be a level of respect in that relationship for it to work. So that's what I think.
I've got to pay for the church hall or whatever hall we have the ceremony in. Then I've got to pay a photographer to take photos. Then I've got to pay for my suit, then pay for, then either try and get rental suits for the boys or get them to pay for their own. Then I got to pay for the bride's dress. Then I got to buy the rings, buy the car, buy the hall that we have the reception in, buy any evening entertainment. Then in some cultures, it's get the sit-down meal food and then get the buffet food and then pay for a holiday and a honeymoon and then sort out a house that we're living in after. And then I need to pay you as well to do all of that. To do all of that, I need to pay you. You mad? You're not what? Sorry. You're not righted. You're not righted.
I mean, I don't want to say, oh, that's an unrealistic kind of requirement, because there are girls who, you know, are virgins and they've been virgins and kept themselves. So I feel like it really just depends on like the family and the girl. Oh, I don't know. That's a really hard question.
I think it's cute for the family not to know that I've been digging your daughter up for time. But we're gonna come and pretend that she's a virgin. Fine by me, like that's cool. Shit. Again, I feel like these requirements, some of them are like, if on a serious note, most of them are like cultural things that have stereotyped from way back when. And obviously, when they say to save yourself for your husband, this is exactly what they mean. But it's 2020, man. Like, those that still believe in saving yourself for your husband are doing it, and some are getting their walls repaired in Turkey or Colombia. Fam, I don't make the rules, do you get me? So it is what it is, man. But as long as you know that the girl you're marrying is not a virgin, and hopefully you're the one that chopped it, then cool. But if she's telling you she's a virgin on your honeymoon, everything is just sliding in and out, then Charlie, just keep the receipt of everything you bought and then just do a round 2 of this bride price thing and just collect back some money, you get it? But I mean, it's whatever, man. I think it's more based on the individual than it is my opinion. I personally don't care. I would have known if my wife's a virgin before I put a ring on it, you feel me?
I feel like there's a lot of traditional requirements that have, I don't know, gone past their sell-by date. Like, move with the times. If your daughter has been dating someone for 10 years before Lobola happens, you're telling me for the entire 10 years you think your daughter is not knacking? Like, I'm really sorry if I can't say that, but I'm just giving an example. Like, some of them are just, they're so past their sell-by date that it's just, if someone's in a committed relationship, leave them to do them. And, I don't know, adapt a little bit. Especially for people who are, like, in the diaspora. Like, you have to look at where you are. We're not in Zim. And half of the time, the traditional requirements, the girl is already pregnant. Where do you think that baby came from? Jesus.
To be honest, in a perfect world, nobody really should be having sex till marriage anyway. But we don't live in a perfect world. So, if they're not a virgin, it's kind of like, in a sense, he without sin. That's the first stone. I can't. It's one of them where I can't be mad at the fact that you're not a virgin. I can't be mad.
Is it a requirement though? Like, is it written in stone that she has to be a virgin? I think in society we have too many expectations of what a woman should and shouldn't be, or should and shouldn't do. It's not just men, but other women now also put those, expectations on us younger generations. So that's toxic in itself. If a girl wants to have sex, I don't get it. A guy can have sex from what, 11, 10, 12, whatever, and it's not a problem. Yes, dear dad, but a girl does it and it's a problem. But yet you want this guy to marry a virgin. Is he a virgin? No, I the contradiction I don't understand. So I think it's wrong. Girls should be allowed to express themselves the way they want to, and families should just deal with it and don't put expectations on people, because you don't do it for the boys. Why do you do it for the girls? Yeah. Okay. T.I., I'm talking to you.
What? Wait, damaged goods. You have to pay extra for damaged goods.
So basically, if she's pregnant, then you pay for the damage. I kind of don't agree with that. Like, it just makes me feel a bit like uncomfortable, because like pregnancy is meant to be like beautiful, and like calling it damage, it just seems like it's like a bad thing. Like I get like getting pregnant out of wedlock is like bad, but like what's done is done, I guess. Like pregnancy and damage just should not be in the same sentence, personally. Yeah, I don't really like the sound of that, I'm not gonna lie.
Shit, Charlie, the damage is already coming from my pockets, so at this point, it is what it is. I don't necessarily feel like, again, it's how you take it. I mean, like I'm saying, if they wanted you to be together to then have your children after your weddings and you lot are together and how it's meant to be done, then it's cool. But again, these things are just, I mean, shit. If the woman wasn't a virgin, and now we're here as a requirement, then that means I should cut down the cost of these bride prices then. How about that one? You know what I'm saying? 100.
Why am I paying extra? That's what I need to know. If it's damaged, if you go to a shop and something, I don't want to sound rude. I don't want to sound rude. I'm sorry. You don't pay. If you go to a shop and you see something damaged, it's at a discounted price.
For me, I don't like this one. I feel like as soon as you label me as damaged goods, it's not the guy that's suffering, it's me, because you're putting a label on me, and therefore my child is damaged goods. You're making somebody pay for a child that you're going to love just the same. Disagree with it, fine. But I think, again, I get they're trying to do the whole respect thing, but by trying to put respect on not sleeping with your daughter and then she gets pregnant, you're also disrespecting her by saying that she is damaged goods. And then that's like a psychological thing. And I know sometimes like mental health isn't looked at in Zimbabwean culture, or like it's not talked about as much in the household. So I think if that was me in that situation and someone said something like that to me, I would feel some type of way about it. Like, what are you trying to say? My child isn't damaged and neither am I. It happened. We're here now. If you want to put a bride price on it, put it as a whole and stop picking certain things and then making me feel a type of way about it. But yeah, I don't like it.
In my mind, that's discount. In my mind, that is discount. It's about, if it's damaged, I get discount. Because it's not in fully functioning working order. It must be discount. But yeah, I don't get it.
Yes. Hey. It takes two to tango, I understand. But I feel like the woman goes through more than the guy. You have the 9 months carrying this child. You can't. A guy, if you don't tell people that, you know, you're having a child with somebody, no one will even know. A woman, it shows physically, right? So you have to deal with the repercussions. And, you know, your life is kind of, I wouldn't say taken away, but you can't hang out with your friends as much. You can't do certain things. You don't have a child to worry about. So I feel like that's the least a guy can do, is pay for the damages. You put her in this situation, give your money. Is it a requirement though? Like, is it written in stone that she has to be a virgin? I think in society we have too many expectations of what a woman should and shouldn't be, or should and shouldn't do. That's the least a guy can do, is pay for the damages. You put her in this situation, give your money.
I really want somebody who's strong, not strong physically, but strong mentally, in the sense that I don't want a man that I can walk all over. My aunties always tell me, you're really assertive, you're really strong, you're really independent, you're really this. And I'm like, but you're saying that like as if it's a bad thing. But Tracy, or how are you going to find a man that can handle you? If he can't handle me, he's not for me. Do you understand? If I'm too assertive, you're not for me. So please remove yourself, because as soon as you start cowering because I'm too aggressive or I'm too powerful, I'm too this, already that's unattractive to me. You're no longer my man. You're just man. Shem, I can't do it.
Fuck. Understanding, because not everybody is. Patience, because I feel like whilst the world was dating and falling in love, I was very much isolated and just kept myself to myself. So I don't have a clue where to begin with loving someone, but I have a feeling everything I have learned in that time is enough. But patience is one thing. Peace. Peace is important to me. I feel like I've been struggling to find it myself. So if it's in my life-term partner, then I mean, I'm good. And the last quality, I mean, as you can see, I'm not good at this dating thing, so it's not at the top of my head, but...
Christian, headstrong, kind, and good looking.
I would say love. It sounds kind of dumb, but... Or understanding that love, the definition of love may be different for the both of us. She might love a certain way, I might love a certain way, but it's whether we understand each other's love and see if it is compatible for us. Not everybody loves the same. Some people expect more from people in love. Some people expect less. So it's whatever. But I think for what it is I'm trying to do with my partner is grow more than anything. So as long as we can love each other and understand, grow and build, you're patient with me as I will always try and be patient with you, and just to build and grow, man. I think that's all I really want, to just do it right the one time, man. So yeah.
I do want a man who is a believer, a Christian. You can be on any part of your journey in your Christian walk, but I need you to have that faith, because it's important to me. And the more that I have discussions with people, I see just how important I want a man to be in his faith. Like, if I'm doing something that you're just kind of like, you need that strength to be like, God, help me with this woman that you've given me, and let's take it from there. Let's pray together. Let's pray about it. Push me on my Christian, walk and stuff like that. Like, I really do want a man who's a man of faith.
Relationship with God. Understanding of family dynamics. I think just because if we do get married, I'm the head of the household. In my mum's household, I'm the youngest sibling. It's two different households. It's going to be two different dynamics. You can't expect me to be the head of the household in my mum's house. That's my mum's house. That's two.
So a career isn't as important to me as long as you have a job that you love, or you're bringing something in. Someone who's got drive. Do you know what I mean? Someone who's got a bit of fire in them, to be like, okay, we need to get this money together. I want to do this for myself, but like, just have something for yourself. So have a job.
Understanding of culture. If I do go out with somebody from the African culture and they're a serious partner, you're African, I'm Caribbean. There'll be similar things, but there'll also be different things. You have to understand that culturally, I'm going to do things a certain way, and culturally, I need to know that you're going to do things a certain way.
I need you to have strong family values because even if we have our own family, our families are still blended, and I need it to be like in the most cheesiest way possible. I want to have one big happy family. So yes.
4. I don't know. Like, again, understanding of who I am as a person.
Loyalty. Honesty. Like I said, ambition. And generosity. That's what I look for. Basic stuff, really. Anyone can have. Is it so hard?
I'm laughing. I'm busting up because here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna text the same person and we're all gonna do a meeting. Do you get me? We're gonna do a meeting. Fuck the social distancing rules because clearly you lot didn't keep to that either.
I think for me, I'd have to process it first. Now I know that unless you're ready to do something, stop asking questions. So if I know that he's cheated, and I need to have a decision made before I even go.
When she can go. She can go. I'm not going to stop her from going. But when she comes back, all of her suitcases and all of her clothes will be in boxes by the front door. And I will be waiting. If I'm upstairs, I'll come downstairs and say, grab your things and get out.
The first would be to find out the reasons why. I need to look at myself to see, have I changed? Has he changed? Have we changed? What's made him want to dip to the side? I think I want to see the pictures. Or is she a spice? What's going on? What don't I have that she has that you felt the need to go and dip into her pool when you had me at home? I just need to know what's going on. And then we can have the discussion and take it from there. But I think going into it, knowing what you want from the answer that you get is really important for me.
He's going to be single as soon as I confront him.
I'll keep it G. I don't really give a fuck. I'll be so real. I think just as principle, I might staple your pussy lips together and I might just cut the guy's willy, you know what I'm saying? Just a little something. But, I mean, it's whatever, man. Charlie, it's life, innit? If somebody go chop your girl, somebody go chop your girl, innit? Charlie, you gotta deal with it. You feel me? If you knew, Charlie, something 4 months ago, if your girl was moving shaky, my guy, Charlie, just deal with it. As long as she ain't coming back oh, I made a mistake, I slipped on okra and landed on dick or something dumb. Charlie, do your thing. That's when you gotta believe in source, Charlie, because this in small country, they can't flex on you, Charlie. Give it to somebody else, do you understand? Give it to somebody else, man, because, Charlie, what is it gonna be from, Charlie? Let that bitch go from. And just do you. As long as you know that you didn't contribute to her fucking out on you, then you're all right. Because, Charlie, women will do things for what they want to because they deserve better. So let her go and deserve better. Jimmy.
You can't say, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, it just happened. It was a mistake. No, you planned that. You woke up in the morning, sent a text to this bitch, yeah? You went into the shower thinking about this girl. Had extra shower, extra. Let me brush and get to wash today. I'm meeting this girl, right? You get dressed thinking, oh, let me wear this. You don't wear this for me, your girlfriend or your wife, but you're going to wear that extra shirt and that cute whatever for her, right? spray extra deodorant. You've planned all of this. At any point, you can stop yourself, but you decide not to. You get into your car, go to the petrol station there, fill up your tank. You could have stopped at any point. You decided not to. You meet this girl wherever you decide to meet, right? There, you could stop at any point. You decide not to. And then suddenly, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, my clothes just came off. Sir, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You cheat on me, we're done. Like, there's no two ways about that.
I mean, this makes me a bit shallow, I know, but it's life, innit, yeah? You know girls that walk like that? That, was it, East and West, their feet are just going, they both just want to just part ways. That one, we cannot do.